Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the rinks here in Hauppauge, New York. Set to go first of 6 games here for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. I'm Brady Campbell, joining you with the call tonight. Wally Mitchell on the camera here on the South Rink. Starting things off with Middle Country and Smithtown Hauppauge in what should be a good one. We'll step aside for the national anthem and be right back for Puck Drop here on LI Sports Network. And welcome back to LI Sports Network. Set to go Middle Country 7-5-2, 16 points. They're in 8th place against the Bulls of Smithtown Hauppauge. 11-2-1, 23 points, not too far behind East Islip. East Islip Red, that is, currently sitting in first with 26 points. Bulls can move within 1 point of first with a win tonight. Last time out on February 8th, a 10-0 shutout win over Ward Melville. Picking up the shutout in that one was Sean Wolgmuth for the Cougars. Their last time out, a 6-6 tie back on Valentine's Day, the 14th against Southampton. And it was Jack LaSala only allowing 1 goal in that tie. Dominic Graziano allowed the other 5 as those two split time. 2-goal performance from number 21, Derek Johnson, in that one. And a look at the starting goalies here tonight. Trying to pick up the numbers there as they skate to their crease. As we're just about set to go, 2 big points on the line between these two teams. It will be Tyler Thompson, number 30, defending the crease to our left in the home white. Or, excuse me, in the road blue for Smithtown Hauppauge. 7 starts on the year, 2.01 goals against. He's 5-1-0. Wasn't that for the only loss for the Bulls this season, but it's been dominant otherwise. Down the other end, number 31, Jack LaSala. 4 starts, 10 games played though, 3.44 goals against, 5-1-1 on the season as the puck is down. We're underway. Bulls clear the zone here, chip back towards the blue line and picked off. Here's Derek Johnson, leading point getter for the Cougars, striding towards the net, gets a shot on in tight, and the save by Thompson, his first of the evening. Started back ahead by the Bulls. Wolgmuth on for Trevino, high shot. Just went over the top of the goal. Orban keeps it out of his own bench there and backhands it down the ice where Thompson's waiting on it. And the Bulls look to start back up ice. Parker ahead for Trevino. Over the line, fumbled it, picks it back up. Towards the circle, backhands it towards the slot. He was looking for Ryan Buscarino, just hopped his stick. Now a shot from the point, blocked down, rebound loose at the top of the crease. And the Cougars able to clear the way. They start back ahead. Johnson had it poked off his stick by Logan Kircher. Johnson, though, picks it back up in the corner, throws it towards the net. Off the outside of the goal, that's where it gets stunk for the whistle. We alluded to it earlier, but East Islip Red currently sitting in first. The Bulls can move within a point first with a win tonight, but they got to be careful with a loss. They could get jumped by Kings Park Comac Black, who is just 1 point behind and will be in action later tonight on the North Rink as the Bulls ice the puck here. And for Middle Country, they're tied with Sachem currently with 16 points. Middle Country with the tiebreaker, though, sitting in 8th. And with a win here tonight, can jump both Northport Huntington Blue and Smithtown Hauppauge Blue. And move within 6th place in the freshman division. A lot on the line here as we're reaching the later stages of the regular season. The offensive zone draw for Middle Country, but Smithtown Hauppauge able to clear it back out. And now we'll settle things back down. Kircher chips it ahead. Picked off just outside the blue line by Jonathan Moringer. Gave it up to Kircher. But then snapped back ahead for Orban. He lost it. Johnson off the bench takes possession back. And throws it back to the corner. Ty Shimkus will return it to Johnson. Almost gave it away. Takes it behind the net. Double teamed and goes back up the boards for Shimkus. Shimkus has a man breaking, tried to get it to him, but the bouncing puck never got all the way through. Breaking up the ice there was Liam McCarthy. Bulls in the midst of a change, clear it back out. And Aiden Colmar stretches it ahead, but it's taken right back by Christian Kriekow. Over the line, drops it, and a heavy shot there. Just getting a piece of it was LaSalla. Kriekow turning again. Trying to get a stick free towards the front. It's loose in the crease. Chip back on goal, but somehow stayed out, and it's covered by LaSalla. A power move here by Kriekow as we get another look at it. Got his stick tied up, though. Couldn't get the shot on goal. And it was just poked back towards the net where it was covered by LaSalla. Getting a stick on it last, that appeared to be Jake Hayes. Orban trying to spring into a breakaway, gets it. By the time he could get the shot away, though, Thompson was in good position to make the stop and did so. Chipped out of his own. Connor Kriekow knocked it down. But Shimkus trying to avoid him, takes a heavy shoulder there from Kriekow. Puck bouncing towards the net, cleared away. Lucido couldn't hold it in. Christian Kriekow follows it up, drag, shoot, save made by Jack LaSalla. Puck held in for the moment. Lucido will throw it back behind the net. Wrapped around the boards by LaSalla, taken by Connor Kriekow from the circle. Flips it towards the front. That hit a stick and went off to the corner. Now Christian Kriekow to Connor. Back to the point. Lucido steps in, shoots, punched away by LaSalla. Behind the net now. Dylan DeCaro to the blue line. That one just comes out. Delayed offside against Smithtown Hauppauge. They'll touch up. Shimkus resets behind his own net. Now Johnson. Avoiding a couple checkers. Moves it back for Shimkus. Chips it in and heads after it. And Justin Basile takes the puck back here for the Bulls. Starts it ahead. On for Hayes. Lost it at the blue line, and that's offside as Avlonitis touched in on the wrong side of the blue line. We get the whistle. 10:23 to go. First period still scoreless between the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls and the Middle Country Cougars. First of 6 games here on the evening. The big one coming later tonight, 9:40 p.m. puck drop, Game 1 varsity finals. Number 2 seed St. Anthony's against the number 1 seed Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Be sure to tune in for that one in the best of 3 series. Well, a long ways to go here in the evening. We're just getting started as that backhand shot towards the net kept away. Now Smithtown Hauppauge starting back the other way. Turn over to Moringer. And from the red line, dumps it down. Kircher from his own end winds it up. Couldn't get around Moringer, who put a hip into him there. Johnson starts ahead with it. It's a foot race. Johnson from the corner centers it no one home as his team was in a change. Avlonitis tries to start ahead with it. It was picked off and sent in by McCarthy. Bowles trying to get it out here. Strong forecheck by the Cougars. Pardini, Bulls captain, couldn't clear the zone. It's tied up on the kick plate just inside the blue line. Held in by Groshans, now comes across. Trevino skates into it, starts ahead. Over the line to the slot. Trevino turns, shoots, and that one hit Groshans in front. McCarthy tries to chip it out, and on the second attempt will fire it back out to center. Brennan Parker stretches it on. But the forecheck of the Cougars once again holds it into the corner. Back out to the point. Groshans drag, shoots, high shot fought off by Thompson. And chip back out to center by Buscarino. Johnson back on it, plays it into the attacking zone. Kept away from him though, and back out to center. Groshans got in the way of that pass. Johnson touches up and starts back ahead with it. Johnson looking for a deflection. It missed and goes off to the corner. Just inside the blue line, held in by the Cougars, put down to the corner for Orban. Throws it back to the corner, but it was taken away, and the Bulls start back ahead with it. Skated up by Benstock, tried to throw the cross, picked off, and Cougars come right back the other way. Groshans pass just out of the reach of Orban. From the correct side of center though, no icing, but the Bulls come right back the other way. Here's Buscarino. Gets the red line, gets turned around, and was still able to fight it deep into the attacking zone. And Colmar looking for some help, trying to shake Benstock, just throws it up the boards. Johnson trying to clear, just gets it beyond the blue line, but fired right back in by Krikow. Colmar stumbles down in front of his own net, no balls nearby, and now has it again. Stretch pass out of his zone off the boards to no one in particular. Pardini turns it right back around, gave it up to Colmar. And now Kircher, 2-on-2, back across the line. Tried to sidestep Colmar there, made a nice move, but Colmar didn't let him get by. And this one chipped out just beyond Pardini and out to center. Moringer with the steal, starts ahead, 1-on-3, drops it to Caro, just missed wide. Good look there for the Cougars, one of their best so far here in the early going. Here's Krikow, does not realize that his teammate there, that's Jake Hayes, stumbled across the line offside before he let that slap shot go. And we get the whistle, face-off comes back out to neutral ice. Past the halfway point of period number 1, 6:35 to go. It's still knotted up scoreless here between the Bulls and the Cougars. Cougars win the ensuing face-off here after the offside. Shimkus back to his own end. Stretched out to center. Hayes with a good read, but it's turned right back around by Middle Country. Moringer from the circle, wide of the goal. Shimkus pinching down from the corner. The defenseman across, off the post. Somehow that one stayed out. Moringer at an open net. His stick was tied up. Bulls back the other way. That pass in the skates of Hayes. And will be cleared out. Bulls trying to come right back in with Middle Country in the change. Connor Krikow knocks Shimkus down to the ice and starts ahead with it. Fed around the boards by Caliendo. Taken away back towards the point. Lucido steps up. And it's available in the high slot, taken out by Takaro. Starts ahead with it. Gets the red line and feathers it into the corner. And he'll head off for a change. And the Bulls try to start ahead. McCarthy stepped up. And they'll clear the head. Could be a 2-on-1. Hayes had a man breaking. Great defensive play by Jackalar. That could have been a 2-on-0 if he missed that one. Now starting ahead, Parker. Jackalar and McCarthy giving him fits. Now a tie-up of a stick there. It comes free. Avlanitis tried to feed it down low to Trevino. Good defensive stick again. McCarthy, the steal. Gets it just out to center. Johnson hustling after him. Nice move to get around Pardini. Has a man breaking. That was Hill. Couldn't get it to him. Johnson around the wall. DeCaro gets hit by Parker. Left it for Johnson. Trying to get through Parker. Could not. DeCaro follows it up. In the circle. Couldn't get it free. Turn right back around. Fast moving first period here. Not a whole lot of whistles so far. Trevino leaves that one towards the net. We'll get one here with 4:25 to go in the opening frame. Get another look at that last chance a few minutes ago. Ty Shimkus makes a nice move to the front. Great pass to Moringer, but it's Connor Kriekow with the stick lift. Still able to get the shot away, but hit the post in tight. And the game remains scoreless for now in the dying minutes of the opening frame. Avlonitis for Trevino. Chipped out to center by DeCaro. And the Bulls take it back. Errant pass, though, forces them back to their own end. Around the boards, looking for Kircher, but that is another errant pass. Orban turns one around. That shot stopped and played off to the corner by Thompson. Now Trevino back the other way. That's the red line, sends it in. He'll chase after it. Shimkus beats him there. And looking for a way out. Avlonitis checking him the whole way. Forces him back to the corner. And now move for Colmar. Return to Shimkus. A little bit more space. Pardini, though, closing fast. Chipped out of the zone. Here's Orban. Kircher trying to catch him. Will forces him to the outside. Orban almost snuck it short side. Backed up Thompson practically into his own net, but he's able to keep it out and get the whistle. It'll be an offensive zone draw. Great speed there by Edward Orban, able to maintain his footing as well after Kircher tried to knock him off his feet and get away a good shot. Thompson with a good save off balance. 3:20 to go. Moringer down to the corner. Johnson pokes it back to the point. Shimkus down from Moringer again. Sweeps it towards the front. Alert stick by Thompson. Keeps it away from the net. Started back ahead by the Bulls. That one wrapped around the goal by Andrew Katchen. Boscarino behind the net. His stick lifted. Moringer up the boards. Outshot towards the net. Deflected down into the crease. And another great stick lift. May have saved a goal. As an errant deflection there by one of the Cougars in front of their own net. Now Johnson back the other way. Johnson from the circle scores! Cougars strike first. It's their leading point getter, Derek Johnson, on the partial breakaway. Gets the party started late here in the first period. Turns on the speed. Couldn't quite pull away fully, but is able to get to the circle and put a wrister on goal. Looks like it goes 5-hole. On Thompson. Either way, 1-0 Middle Country with 2.5 to go in the opening period. Bulls trying to respond. That shot played behind the goal. Wrapped around the wall. Moringer starts ahead with it. Johnson, his team leading 20th of the season, has his team in front early. That's an icing, though, against Middle Country, so Bulls will have an opportunity here with the offensive zone faceoff coming up. Johnson unassisted with 2:33 remaining in the first, has the opening goal of the game. Big one for both these teams, especially Middle Country, currently 8th in the freshman division. Can jump 2 teams with a victory here tonight. That shot whistles wide. With only a couple games left to play in the regular season. Kriekow turns it back around, shot along the ice, sticked away, and sent up the boards. Connor Kriekow couldn't get through Groshans. Now around the boards, Owen Hill backhands it out of the zone, and Pardini will be the first one on it. 100 seconds to go in the period. DeCaro checks him. Back to the point, Ian Groshan drags, shoots. That one got through, and the right pad save. Bulls trying to turn it into offense. Stretched ahead for Creekout. Groshan's lifted his stick, though, to thwart a good opportunity there. Puck available in the corner. Christian Creekout tried to go short side, couldn't get it to go. Now behind for Connor. Creekout, wraparound try, and he scores! Bulls even things up with just over a minute to go in the period. Connor Creekout on the wraparound. Christian tried it moments ago. That time he gives it down to Connor. And being bumped off the puck, able to maintain possession there. Have Vassala leaning one way and just beat him to that far post. But 1 minute to go in the opening period, tied up at 1. That's offside, as Trevino couldn't get back to the blue line in time. Connor Creekout, 6th goal of the season, as things even up from Christian Creekout, who picks up his 7th assist on the year. Shimkus looking for Johnson. Tied up there just around the red line as Vincent Salido stumbled down for Smithtown Hauppauge. Johnson starts back ahead. Curls back. Tried to go cross ice. It's blocked by Avlonitis. Now tries to go down the wall with it. Bulls with the takeaway. Avlonitis trying to fight it out. Could turn it into an out-man rush. Tried to give it on to Trevino, who's through his skates. Shimkus turns around here in the final 20. On for Johnson. Trying to get through, taken to the boards. Johnson behind the goal. Pass towards the front, picked off by Trevino. In the dying seconds of the period, chips it out for Avlonitis. And he'll be stood up at the red line, and that will run out the clock here on period number 1. Some great chances down both ends. It took until the final minutes for either team to get on the board. Derek Johnson got the Cougars off and running, but Connor Creekout even things late in the period. 1-1 after 1. We'll be back for the second here on LI Sports Network. Second period set to go. You're on LI Sports Network. 1-1 Middle Country, Smithtown Hauppauge, Freshman Division Hockey here on LI Sports Network for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Derek Johnson, his 20th of the season. With 2.5 minutes to go in the first, got his team up 1-0, but the Bulls responded with just over a minute to play, a minute 8 to be exact left in the period. Connor Creekout, 6th of the season, even things up. Teams will switch sides here for the second. Cougars, 2 important points on the line, trying to get themselves up to 6th place. They currently sit in 8th in the final push for the playoffs here. Bulls are in a good spot, currently in 2nd. They're 3 points behind East Islip, trying to get within 1. But if they lose this game and Kings Park Comac wins theirs later on tonight, KPC will jump Smithtown Hauppauge. Underway for period number 2. Brady Campbell with you. DeCaro backhands one off the outside of the goal. Threw back towards the front. Save made. It's loose in the crease and covered by Tyler Thompson. who squeezes the pads together to get that one. Jonathan Moringer there in tight, got a backhand away from the top of the crease. Couldn't stuff it past Thompson, who's been pretty active in this game early on. Just the one goal beating him from Johnson so far on the in the 5-hole. To the point, DeCaro. Around the boards, foot race. Parker trying to get to it. Moringer beat him there. And Shimkus into out. And skated back out of his zone here by DeCaro. Now Shimkus gets turned around. Avlonitis applying the pressure. Cougars back the other way. That one touched on, but Lucido takes it back for Parker. Quickly ahead, Drew Trevino. 3-on-3 rush up the ice. Trevino to the outside. Tough angle try. Saved by Jack LaSala. Back to the point, but the bouncing puck hops the stick of Alexander Lucido and goes back down into Bulls ice. Lucido turning around his net, feeds it on. Avlonitis trying to find it, does. Cuts back, drops it off for Trevino. Trevino centering pass. Avlonitis scores! What a play there. Smithtown Hauppauge takes the 2-1 lead. Nicholas Avlonitis through traffic, snipes that one high glove. Good zone entry, drops it off. Trevino. No look backhand pass right on the stick of Avlonitis. Perfect shot. Not sure if LaSala could see that one through the screen there. But the Bulls take the 2-1 lead here early in the second, 8th goal of the season for Avlonitis. Buscarino held in. Colmar fanned on the shot, still went to the slot. And Johnson had his stick checked, which forced the shot wide. Buscarino had just on the wrong side of Benstock. Hill lifts his stick. And then forced deeper by Katchen. Johnson will turn back to his own end here, where Buscarino applies the pressure. Now Liam McCarthy on the near side half wall. Gets it out to center, but Kircher turns it right back around. Had the puck poked off his stick, then Benstock lost it. Loose at the point, Kircher gets to it and fires it back around the wall. Tie up in the far corner. Puck comes free, Benstock tried to move it, now it gets tied up 2-on-2 battle. Becomes 3-on-2 for the Bulls and they win the puck battle. Centering pass, good defensive stick by Colmar. Now Johnson will wrap it around to the near side. Colmar has some room. McCarthy flying the zone. It was pitched up to him, but it got through him, and Buscarino will win the foot race down the ice. Now the Bulls trying to come out to center. That pass deflected away from its intended target. Look out here, Buscarino, a stick lift, and had his stick lifted in return by Colmar. Otherwise, it would have been a mini breakaway. Now the Cougars coming back the other way. 2-on-2. DeCaro spin move. Trying to fight through Pardini. Does and sends it around the boards. Hayes got it through Colmar, but Groshans right ahead to Orban. Turned back around by the Bulls and chipped out. Colmar turning with it in his own end. Tries to clear it, hit his own man. Loose puck. Colmar beats Creek out there and stretches it on for Orban. Over the line, Orban stumbles down to the ice there. Great defense by Basile. Just outside the blue line, now Creekow stretches it into Cougar ice. Groshans on it. 4 minutes gone here in the second. Bulls with the 2-1 lead on the early goal this period by Nicholas Avlonitis. Down to Connor Creekow. He has a goal as well. Centers it. Basile can't find it. It comes back out to neutral ice. Hayes back in his own end, turning with it. 9th assist on the year. Drew Trevino got the lone assist on that goal. Collision there just inside the blue line. Chip down low, and all alone there for a moment was Orban. But it was a bouncing puck that got by him. Now centers one. Johnson in the slot. Just missed wide on the glove side. Was looking for his second of the hockey game and the equalizer. Now the Bulls could have numbers. They start ahead 2-on-2. Could be a 3-on-2. And out of his net to poke it away, LaSala. And their first penalty of the game coming up here. I believe it's going to be a roughing call. And this one might be going against Jake Hayes. Indeed, it is roughing against Jake Hayes. So the first power play of the game will go to Middle Country. Trailing 2-1, trying to get things even. With 10:01 to go here in the second period. Brady Campbell with you from the rinks. On the south rink, to be exact, action just getting underway on the north rink. Travis Quigley has the call on that side for you here tonight. Caliendo holds it in here on the power play. Returns it down to McCarthy. That one hopped his stick. Or rather, that was Conlon. Now Conlon tries to center it. Johnson on it. At the half wall. Johnson tried to give it to Moringer. That pass got deflected. Conlon hustling to it. Caliendo towards the net. Bouncing puck in the slot. Swung away, and this one to the blue line. And just out to center. Delayed offside. Bulls will clear it back down. And now Jack Allard is forced behind his own net with it. Tries to send it ahead, picked off. Trevino from the circle to the slot, scores! An assist on the second one, now a shorthanded goal for Drew Trevino, and the Bulls take a 3-1 lead. Turnover there just inside the blue line. Good recognition by Trevino, gets to the slot. And a missile just under the glove of Jack LaSala. So Smithtown Hauppauge, first 2-goal lead for either team here today. Still a power play, just under a minute to go on it for Middle Country. Now the rest of this power play comes a little bit more important for this team. Still plenty of time remaining in the hockey game either way. But never a good sign to give up the shorthanded goal. Big tie up here just inside the blue line. Takaro with a nice move. Then couldn't get a stick free, and he's knocked down to the ice by Buscarino. Shimkus, Groshans at the point. That high shot gloved and held by Thompson. One of the Bulls was without a stick there. And now going to grab it is Brennan Parker. As they navigate that rush in their own end. 20 seconds to go on the penalty. 8:18 to go here in the second period. Face off to the near side corner. Tie up. And Takaro pokes it towards the slot. Who's going to take it? Ben Stock. Backhands it. Held in by Johnson. Johnson cross ice looking for Shimkus. Pressure by Kircher. 2 seconds and 1. That'll do it for the penalty. Back to 5 aside. Johnson scores! Won't be a power play goal, but the goal they needed gets them back within 1. Derek Johnson, second of the game. A point-blank one-timer off the far post and in. Pass angles off of Thompson right to Johnson. And he perfectly places that shot off the bar and into the back of the net. So a big goal for the Cougars, gets them back within 1. Couple seconds after the power play ended. McCarthy over the line, that one just onside. Shimkus at the point. Cougars now with some momentum, trying to even things up. Shot from the point, save, and another great save from Thompson. Shimkus, that shot just goes wide. Johnson was in front, couldn't get a deflection. Bulls clear the zone, could be an icing here, and will be. Let's look at these couple chances in front, including that save on the rebound here by Tyler Thompson. Kind of a slow-rolling puck thrown back on goal there, but the right pad kicks out to make the stop. Keeps his team in front by 1. Derek Johnson, second of the game. They do give an assist to Orban, who threw the pass towards the front off the right pad of Thompson and right on the stick of Johnson. Started ahead here by Hayes. Jake Hayes backhands one towards the net. Save made, rebound chipped over the net and out of play by Christian Kriekow. Not sure if his stick was checked as he let it go or if he just pulled that one high. But the Cougars catch a break. It stays 3-2. With just under 7 minutes to go here in the second period. First half of this hockey game has been very exciting so far. Has brought the energy. Centering pass. Connor Kriekow turns, shoots, and that one appeared to hit off the outside of the goal. Maresca couldn't clear. Now this one floated out to the blue line, then it gets by. Could be an on-man rush. Orban with Maresca. Chipped ahead. Maresca, and his stick was checked from behind by Basile. And he couldn't get the shot away. Hayes back in, winds and fires. LaSala fights that one off. To the point, Basile, slap shot, misses wide. Hayes trying to stuff it in and couldn't get it to go. Held in, holding his post, Jack LaSala. Remains 3-2. Bulls got the 3-1 lead on the power play. Seconds after the power play expired, Derek Johnson, his second of the game, 21st of the season. And the third assist on the year for Edward Orban on that goal. As the Cougars back within 1, defensive zone draw for them. They won it initially, but given up and the shot stick to the corner. Avlanitis for Trevino. To the point, Kircher settles, drags, shoots, save LaSala, rebound, score! Bulls get it back. That's Solito. Point shot here from Kircher. LaSala, the save, fighting through the screen, couldn't quite keep the rebound away from Solito. Those quick skate to stick and tucks it into the back of the net. And the Bulls respond. Avlanitis back in. Solito couldn't get it out. Kircher down low. Avlanitis trying to center it for Trevino. Couldn't get it through. All 3 players on this line now have a goal here today. And I believe a penalty coming up here against Middle Country now. And we'll get the call from the official with 5:36 to go in the second. It's going to be a cross-check against Jacquelard. And the Bulls with their first power play of the game. 1 for 1 on special teams. And +1, they got a penalty kill along with the short-handed goal. Although just seconds later gave up. It will go down as an even strength goal. And then miscommunication, centering pass there, and nearly led to a short-handed chance for the Cougars. Starting it back ahead, though, by Trevino. Avlanitis fighting off a checker there, throws across ice. Taken back by Johnson. Tries to start ahead. Solito cut him off. Now Parker for Trevino. Up the wall, Avlanitis. Cross ice, Kircher. Drags, shoots, glove save, rebound there for a moment, but pouncing on it, LaSala. To get the whistle. A minute 18 remaining on the power play for the Bulls. There'll be a face-off here to the left of Jack LaSala. One back for Basile. Returns it, Buscarino. Back out for Basile. Takes that slap shot off the stick of Johnson. And to the corner. Cleared out of his own. Foot race. Basile and Johnson. Who's going to get there first? Basile just angles it away from Johnson. Puck still available, though. But the Bulls do a good job of keeping Derek Johnson at bay there. And they'll clear it out themselves. Buscarino chasing after it. Groshans beat him to it, but his stick was lifted. Buscarino around the goal, wraps it out in front. No one home for Smithtown Hauppauge. And clear down the ice. Half a minute to go on the man advantage. Basile nearly gave that one up to Owen Hill. And then a dangerous pass again, but connects to Buscarino. Dumped down the ice by Katchen. Colmar in the corner, up for DeCaro. Wraps it back around the net. Christian Krikow waiting for it. DeCaro picked it off. Now Hill to the point, held in. Pardini. Buscarino has time. Shoots, save, rebound, cleared away by Groshans just as the penalty comes to an end. It comes back out to center, and a big kill for Middle Country. Keeps them within 2. And now they'll go to work to try and cut into this deficit. Johnson behind the net, avoids the hit. Couldn't quite get it around Basile, though. Turns back with it. Orban on one side of him, Johnson on the other. He gets it by Johnson. This one will cross over and back out to center. Colmar, 3 minutes to go here in the second. 4-2 lead, Smithtown Hauppauge. Colmar to the outside. Pardini all over him. Colmar comes away with it to the half wall. Cross ice feed. Gets through McCarthy and Shimkus. Now Shimkus for Conlon. Back for Shimkus behind the goal. Basile all over him, but Shimkus emerges with the puck. Down for Johnson. Takes it behind the net. Turns and fires it back around. And stepping up to play it back to the corner. Oh, the Cougars. Taken away, though, Pardini with a bit of time from his own end. Clears it out. Could be a 2-on-1 here. And just doing enough was Orban to thwart that attempt. Conlon back the other way, gave it up. Krikow right back in. Good stick by Johnson. Hammers it around the boards. And hustling to it was Cito. Held it in. Connor Krikow down low. Pass picked off and chipped back out. Alexander Lucido all the way back to his own end. Dumps that one down the ice. No icing. And sent up the boards. Picked off by Krikow. Trying to find it in his skates. Eventually does. Goes down the wall for Christian Krikow. Back to the point. And sent back down the wall. Taken away. And could be a break. Orban trying to catch it. Lucido gets there at the same time. Orban takes it but couldn't settle the puck down. Has to catch it in the corner. Now Connor Krikow up for Christian. Over the blue line, 2-on-2. Shoots from the outside. Save made by LaSala. 1 minute to go, second period. 2-goal lead for the Bulls. DeCaro. Dangerously in his own zone. Was able to get it out of harm's way, though. Johnson returns it to him. 2-on-2 over the line. Had to slow up there. And so the timing of that pass was thrown off. And now Hayes looking to start back the other way. DeCaro trying to catch him. Krikow held it in. Left it behind. Lucido steps up. Trying to move down the slot with it. A takeaway. Half a minute to go. Could be numbers here. Maresca across. DeCaro. Moringer to the corner with it. Cougars trying to get one late in the period. Big hit delivered on Moringer by Hayes. Avlanitis for Hayes. One last chance here for the Bulls possibly. But that one poked back to center. Hayes throws it wide of the net, and that's how the second period will end. Back and forth again, but the Bulls now emerge with a 2-goal lead. And are 15 minutes away from a big 2 points. Middle Country will have to do it in comeback fashion still. 15 minutes to be played here. Third period next on LI Sports Network. Third period set to go. LI Sports Network 4-2 lead. Smithtown Hauppauge trying to close this one out. Still 15 minutes left to play. And the Cougars will try and make the comeback here in the third period. 4-2. Brady Campbell with you from the South Rink here at the rinks in Hauppauge. 2 big points on the line for the freshman division for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Only few regular season games remain before playoffs. Middle Country currently in 8th place has the opportunity for at least the time being to jump up to 6 with 2 points here tonight. Or at least get into a tie for 7th if they could come back and at least get 1. Bulls can get within 1 of East Islip as that shot goes high. Well, if they let this lead slip away, come up empty, Kings Park Homack can jump them with a win here later tonight over on the North Rink. Kircher for Pardini, a good read there from Riley. But he wasn't able to catch in the corner. Johnson back for Groshans at the point. For Shimkus, shoots, he made, Thompson's got it. Tyler Thompson's been good here tonight. 2 goals from Derek Johnson. The only 2 that have beaten him so far. Splitting time with Sean Wolgmuth on the season. And both of them have been great. Wolgmuth 1.50 goals against. Thompson just 2.01. Wolgmuth 6-0-0 and Thompson 5-1-1. And the Bulls sitting in second place right now. Big reason why the goaltending, and another save on a redirection by Thompson. As he denied to Caro, and Taidu got a stick on that one. Off the face-off, one back. That one gloved and held by Thompson. Orban with the quick shot there from the left wing. No problem for Thompson. He was able to see that. Defensive zone draw wing for Smithtown Hauppauge. They go around the wall with it. And started ahead. Dumped down Buscarino. Can he catch it? Is it going to be icing? It is. Right as the puck got towards the goal line where Jack LaSala went to play it, but doesn't matter here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Icing faceoff comes back down to the Bulls end here. It'll be to the left of Thompson. They win the draw back to Colmar. Colmar gets a stick free. Same a rebound chipped wide by Hill. Now Buscarino can't get it out. Held in towards the slot. Orban had his stick checked by Buscarino, who emerges with it. Down the left wing. Sends it behind the net. Catching as Buscarino goes down. It'll be a delayed call here. Thompson goes to the bench, but now we get the whistle. And back to the power play goes Smithtown Hauppauge with the 2-goal lead. Trying to make the hill a mountain here for Middle Country to climb to get back into this one. The power play goal would do just that. Still 12:53 to go here in the third period. It'll be Colmar sitting for 2. Off the face-off, point shot, Lucido, fought off by LaSala. Creek out for Basile. D to D. Lucido down for Creekow. Christian Creekow. Backhands were right through the top of the crease. Johnson and Connor Creekow lock up, and Johnson comes away with it. Starts ahead. Short-handed. Trying to get around Basile. Does from the circle. Gets the shot away. Save. Rebound was left right in front of the crease. Bulls come away with it. Hayes to the outside. Good defense by Shimkus. Took the puck from him and moved it. And that one cleared just beyond the reach of Lucido. Colmar, 2 minutes for interference is the official penalty. That one Dumped down the ice. It hopped the stick of Groshans, but it's going to go down for an icing here. So an offensive zone draw shorthanded for Middle Country. 1:03 left on the penalty. Coming up next here on the South Ring, JV action. The final 2 games here tonight on the South will be JV, Ward Melville and Eastport South Manor. That should be a good one. ESM suddenly finds themselves in second. They've been in first the whole year, but have been passed by Smithtown Hauppauge. Started ahead now. It was a shorthanded shot that was stopped there right off the faceoff. Now turned around to Caro. Oh, they could have numbers instead of giveaway. And right down the slot, big aggressive save by Jack LaSallo. Denying Trevino of his second tonight. Avlanitis, Kircher, left point. Returns it. Avlanitis towards the net off his skate. And to the corner. Now from the circle. That one punched away. Avlanitis settles it. Goes back for Kircher. But it was picked off and cleared down. 11 minutes to go, 4-2. Bulls in front. Time for one more rush here on the man advantage. 10 seconds to go, and they just iced the puck here. Parker sent that one down the ice. No one really near that one. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. And a possible opportunity here. Derek Johnson will come out to take the offensive zone draw. And pokes it to the corner. 2 seconds and 1. Back to 5 aside. Johnson on it for Groshans. Sends it back down to the corner. Well, the Bulls get it to the point. Not out. Jack Allard back down the wall. Behind the net. Held in by Groshans. Conlon on it. Cross corner. Jack Allard pinches down. Throws a hit into Hayes as Johnson fanned on the point shot. Conlon tries to sweep a backhander towards the net. Shot by Maresca deflects off the glass. Johnson at the half wall. Turns with it. Gets his hands free. Got the shot away. Blocked down by Trevino. Cleared to the point. Not out. Johnson held it in. Now Groshans. Triple team there in the corner. And the Bulls chip it to the point. Not out just yet, but Johnson had it wrestled away by Solito, who fires it down. Another icing. And it will be another offensive draw here for Middle Country. And what's been a good opening game here so far to the 6-game slate for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Should be a good one to close it out as well. Game 1, best of 3 for the varsity finals. 1 seed Smithtown Hauppauge, 2 seed St. Anthony's. They met twice in the regular season and split. Friars, that was only one of their 2 losses in overtime. Shot save made. Thompson, rebound fought off by Thompson. And for the Bulls, their only loss came to St. Anthony's. But we're not done here with this one just yet. Poked off to the corner. Cleared to the point. Held in Pardini. Trying to get free. Pokes it down low. Benstock turning a backhander on goal. Save made. Cleared out. DeCaro could have a step here. Trying to get around Basile, but he was able to hustle back and take the puck away. Catching across Benstock as Buscarino with him. Centers it, looking for Catching right in the crease. Couldn't get a shot away. Pardini from the point. Stopped and held by LaSallo. He's made some big stops here down the stretch, keeping his team within 2. Approaching the middle point of the third, 8:46 to go. And Hayes will have his line here come out for the offensive zone draw. He loses it to Johnson. Groshans locks up with Hayes. Up the wall, Aceto holds it in, flicks it back towards the front. Shimkus sends it off to the corner. Behind the goal, Connor Krikow. Wraps it around, Moringer waiting for it. Christian Krikow steps around him, steps around Shimkus. Krikow almost snuck a backhander through. It went right through the crease. Connor Krikow towards the front, leaves it for Christian, tried to roof it short side. Thrown off by LaSala. Cross ice feed, and oh my goodness! Did LaSala get a piece of that? Clear down the ice, it'll be icing against Middle Country. We're gonna have to get another look at this one. A great passing play here, possibly even a better save. One way or another, it stays out of the net. What a pass. And it looks like he did get it with the blocker. Phenomenal stop to keep this a 2-goal game. That would have been the second for Connor Krikow. Right off the face-off. He had his stick lifted right out of his hands there by Groshans. Conlon clears it out. McCarthy touches it on to Caro, leaves it back for McCarthy. Around Hayes. Conlon driving towards the goal. Save made in the rebound just out of the reach of Shimkus. Krikow, 3-on-1. Christian with Connor and Jake Hayes. A long, heavy slap shot there from Christian Krikow, gloved and held by LaSala. 7:25 to go, third period. 4-2. Bulls in front. Trevino to take the offensive zone draw against Johnson. Tied up Trevino back to the point. Hit too far out of the reach of Kircher. Out of the reach of Avlonitis was that pass, and now Jackalar having some trouble with it. Triple teamed. Solito came away with it, stumbled down, moved it to Trevino. Trevino from the point. Watched by Maresca. Now shoots and scores! Second of the game, Drew Trevino puts his team up by 3 with just 6:57 to play. What a shot this is. Jack LaSalle's played outstanding. Just a perfect shot here inside the post with Johnson right on him. Great shot there, Drew Trevino. Avlonitis streaking and gets a shot on. Left pad save, LaSalle. It's a big one. Any chance that Middle Country has in this one. They need LaSalle to come up big. Colmar brought it back in. Was forced off to the corner. Avlonitis on for Trevino. Gets the red line, chips it around Jackalar. Tried to center it, has Solito breaking. Bouncing puck scooped up by LaSalle for the whistle. 6:28 remains. Drew Trevino's goal, is that the dagger here in this one? Can Middle Country climb out of the hole here late? They need at least 3. Never know though. For those that watch the Four Nations face-off, we almost saw Finland do a similar thing to Canada here today. Canada just able to hold them off. And they'll move on to face the United States in what should be an incredible, incredible game for the hockey world as Basile fires high. Glanced off the glove of LaSalle. Another try, save LaSalle, and the rebound chip just wide. That time it was Buscarino who was stopped. He moved it, catching, backhands it. Ben Stock's stick was checked. Hill trying to clear. To the point, Basile, the long reach, holds it in. Sends it cross ice. Turnover, right in the slot. Buscarino scores! Alexander Buscarino on the board, 6-2 Bulls. Great read there by Buscarino. Steps up at the blue line to hold it in. Using Groshans as a screen, just rips that one high blocker side. Hayes right back in. Comes Smithtown Hauppauge. Now trailing 4, just 5.5 to go. Johnson with the 2 goals in this game for Middle Country. Backhands across ice, and that one just on the wrong side of Conlon. Conlon trying to center from Moringer. Fanned on it, taken away. Krikow off the glass and out. And here's Hayes. On Shimkus, drag shoots, left pad save, big rebound. Krikow couldn't get it to go, and then a great save. As Krikow fanned on it, it ended up right in the stick of Hayes. Now Hayes is a lefty. If he's a righty, he could have one-timed that into the open net. Tough angle there to angle his wrists on net. Was able to get it there though, and a great save by LaSala. Started ahead by Johnson. Johnson behind the net. Still weaving his way around the whole goal's end. Tried to take a shot, got blocked. Centering pass, stick lift by Basile. On Moringer, gets the puck now. Throws it back behind the goal. Tie up at the half wall. Krikow comes away with it. We'll see though. Take away Johnson for Takaro. Gets around Basile on the backhand. Takaro stopped, and meanwhile behind the play in neutral ice, Krikow and Groshans come to blows, and looks like they'll both be heading off. Looks like roughing calls on each of them with 3:54 to go. But we'll stay 5 aside on the coincidental minors. The Cougars fans wanting a penalty. Doesn't look like one will be coming there. Or wanting a power play, I should say. Penalties on each team. Trevino flips one out. Oreska keeps it away from Avlanitis, and McCarthy hard around the boards. Orban gets to it, drops it off, takeaway. Held in though. Orban lost it again. This one feathered out to the red line where Colmar's waiting on it and dumps it right back in. Tyler Thompson leaves it behind for Kircher. Logan Kircher up the wall, ends up back on his stick, starts ahead. 1-on-2, 1-on-3 really, and then he lost the handle and Shimkus takes it away. Kircher all over him though, checks his stick, and Shimkus just able to fight it back out. Avlanitis turns it back around. Skate to stick, drag shoots, and just getting a piece of that with the cuff of the glove was LaSala, as Trevino was looking for his 3rd of the game. Penalty coming up here. I believe it's going to be against Middle Country. Again, that's McCarthy heading off. And also heading off is Parker. So Parker went down. I didn't clearly see it, but it looks like we have penalties on both teams with 2:37 to go. And we'll stay 5 aside again. Face off to the left here of LaSala, won by the Bulls. Pardini shoots, save made. Now Johnson sends it around the boards. Basile and Hill get there. And Basile wins that battle. Lost the handle though. Hill tried to clear. Kept in a couple times by Buscarino and then cleared back out. Now Katchen gets the blue line, fires it hard in. All the way around, Buscarino. Good vision. Pardini from the slot. Glove save. Rebound chipped away right to Pardini. He locks up. Now Katchen floats one towards the net. And LaSala had to make a stop there from a tough angle. Johnson the steal. Tries to take it ahead, lost it. Basile right back in. From the slot. Shoots, save LaSalle. Rebound cleared away. 90 seconds to go. Bulls appear to be in control here. Johnson trying to add one, though, for Middle Country. Goes to Jackalar. Takes the shot. Deflected down by Basile. Up the boards, Jackalar able to hold it in. Johnson from the circle towards the net. Save. Thompson looks over his shoulder, but he's got it. With 70 seconds to go. Both teams making wholesale changes here. So it looks like the Bulls will indeed move 1 point behind East Islip for first. Bulls currently at 23 points. It looks like they'll pick up 24-25. East Islip Red at 26, 13-1-0 on the season. Bulls will improve to 12-2-1. And then for Middle Country, they'll stay at 16 points, which will be one behind Northport Huntington Blue and Smithtown Hauppauge Blue. As that one angles on goal, LaSalle covers. Not to be confused with this team, Smithtown Hauppauge Red. Middle Country also tied in points with Sachem. Very tight, these standings. Almost from top to bottom. At least once you get to Sachem, drops off slightly as Southampton 5 points behind. Creekow shot deflects over the goal, under a minute to go. Maresca held in. Creekow lost it. Kircher fanned on the shot attempt. Behind for Christian Creekow. Tried to return it. It was in the skates of Kircher. Wrestles it away from Maresca. Around the boards it goes. Macedo steps down, pokes it back behind the goal. Chip back ahead. Conlon emerges with the puck. Connor Creekow the steal, though. Had it knocked off his stick. 10 seconds to go. Reverse hit attempt there from Christian Creekow. Taken away, cleared out. That'll do it. Big win for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Tyler Thompson, just 2 goals allowed, both to Derek Johnson. Well, a tough loss for the Cougars, and the Bulls improved to 12-2-1 and win this one by a final score of 6-2. So the Bulls do get within 1 of East Islip. Only a few games remaining for both of these teams after this one tonight. So both teams still with a shot here. Of course, the Bulls seemingly well in control. Well, just 5 games to go for them after this one. And then for Middle Country, tough loss for them here tonight. But they also have 5 more to try and right the ship and get back to the playoffs in the freshman division. The loss will drop them to 7-6-2. They'll remain at 16 points. Bulls within a point of first, now 12-2-1 on the season. And the Bulls now 2-0 against Middle Country. They won on September 20th, 5-1. In that one, a 6-2 win here before their next game, the 24th, 6:20 p.m. That's the big one. East Islip Red, a battle for first place. Not going to want to miss that one. Then on the 21st, the next one up for Middle Country, 8:40 p.m. against Ward Melville. Both of those can be seen here on LI Sports Network. But that'll do it for our coverage of this one. Coming up next, Ward Melville versus Esports South Manor in JV division action. But for everyone here at LISN, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, Smithtown Hauppauge Red 6, Middle Country 2. You've been tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Good.